Hi, this is Sophie, and this is my first real official recording. I know I've done some lives, but my first real thing for my Shinies with Sophie thing. And so I am bringing this to you because I'm so excited that I have finally hit a huge milestone with my main. And I'm going to be quick because this one is almost 5 o'clock in the morning. She woke me up at like 1. So she's just been going and going and going. My little 2-year old. So I'm going to try to get this done really quickly just so I can get her back to bed, even though I don't think she's even close to sleepy. Anyway, let me show you what's going on. All right. So this is me, fee fi fo fum, mining away. And as you can see, I have just hit 40 million stones. So I am like stoked because now I can get Prismatic Shine. So let's go ahead and get it. I want to show you a couple of things though before we jump into that. So basically what it does is it lets you earn a shiny luck multiplier based on your giant score. So it takes your giant score, it divides it by 10,000 and adds it to 1. So mine would be, let's see, my giant score is 4,955. So it would be like 1.495, which is amazing because that's like 1.5 times. I was debating just going straight for prismatic, but I ended up spending 7 million stones to get shimmering gold. And I'm so glad I did because that helped me to get the coins that I needed in order to actually get here. So we're in a 2x weekend right now, which means that my costs or money per second is like tripled. That's so stupid. It's doubled. So I normally would have been around like 200, something like that, but now I'm closer to 500. And I didn't even get there until this weekend because I was able to get quite a few more shinies. So I have over half a team of shiny mythical giants. So I feel like I'm on a really good stretch to get my 0.9 completed. I only have maybe about 30, 40 shiny giants. So I still have a long way to go to get 240 shiny giants. But look at that team. It's doing really well. I only need a giant Cerberus to finish up my mythicals, and I hope to get there once I get prismatic. So another thing I want to take a peek at before I hit that button is my shiny luck. So right now I am at 1 in 18, which means I have about a 5.46 chance of getting a shiny if I get either an egg hatch or a giant egg hatch. So shiny luck helps with so much, and I hope it will help me to hit this final I don't know if it's the final one, but it's the next shiny score goal of getting 150,000 shinies in 3 hours. So yeah, super excited to pull this handle, this trigger, this button. All right, so right now I am on a stone lab. So as soon as I cross over, I might keep it that way because I then want to set a new goal, working on some more of these carts, getting my mining speed up. Yes, you. Yes, you crazy ting. I see you over there. You think you slick. You're not slick. So I only have about 138,000 after this, which isn't going to help me with much of anything. So I need to do some more grinding too. I think I'd start with my double strike luck just because that kind of gets you instant extra double stones. So some tips that I've learned along the way that I think might be helpful are to start with your lower level levers first, like the almost like 3/4 of the way through. I had put my money basically on the ×5 multiplier, because it gives you that 2x pentastrike look. But unfortunately, like, I feel like I wasted a lot of time because you get more stones, you know, the more double strikes you get and the more triple strikes you get. So as soon as I put it onto these two lower ones, I actually, even though they're not 2x, you only get like 1.4 times double strike luck and 1.6 times triple strike luck. I actually ended up getting to my goal so much more quickly. Like, I ended up getting like, I went from getting like maybe 1.5 to 2 million stones a day to then getting like 3.5 to 4 million stones a day. So I started this 40 million grind in the last 2x. So it took me 2 weeks to get to 40 million stones. And it should have, it probably would have taken me a little bit sooner if I had started with my levers on the 2x, which I only would have been able to do the double strike, because I didn't get the majority of my shiny mythical giants until this last little slog. So I was only pulling in about maybe 70, 80 trillion a second. So the fact that I've more than doubled that, even outside of 2x numbers, is insane to me. So I'm very, very happy with this. So without further ado, I'm going to screenshot my my stats here. And I have a shiny giant score of 155, giant score of 49.55. All right. So 2.55 shimmering gold. Let's see what we get. 1.495. So I knew it was going to be about 1.5. This is amazing. And that brought our, oh my gosh, our shiny luck to 1 in 12. And with my stone lab, it's 1 in 11. So let's actually switch to a shiny lab and let's see what that looks like. And I'm happy to go back to a stone lab in the morning. Well, it's technically morning. It's 5 o'clock right now, but when I wake up, because I'm going to go to bed after this. So I'm going to switch to, let me be cranking out some stuff while I'm working on this lab, and then I'll activate it. All right, so let's reset this one. Of course, let's do our stars. What's crazy is you get to a point where drops don't mean anything. Like, I could put drops on, it wouldn't make a single difference. Your damage starts to overtake things. So it's so cool with this game how you progress through what's most important. I like that shinies will always kind of have a special place with the labs and with, of course, trying to get the shiny giants. So it's really cool how that works. But yeah, let's try to maximize our gold too, because we are in 2x weekend. I love clones. None of these will really help you because I'm going to try to stay in the mine for the rest of 2x. So you don't get any sort of exotic crystals or anything like that in here. Of course, drops don't help you. I'm not looking for any new pets. So I'm not at the 1.1 stage again, or 1.0 yet. I will when I ascend, which will hopefully be in a few weeks. Yeah, and I'm not doing any sort of, fuse luck doesn't help you after you start cranking out ascended eggs, and I'm not doing any kind of questing, so clone it is. And clone is a really powerful tool, so it's okay. I am debating, should I try and get some magnet luck in order to pull more ingots, or just keep kind of working on the stones? I'm going to go for ingots simply because, again, I'm cranking more stones from mining than I am from my generator, my egg generator, or my egg hatchery right now. So I'm okay to kind of not really worry about that. But I will maybe put the next 5 on that just to get a few. Again, I'm going to focus on shinies. So shiny first. Money, since we're in 2x. Alrighty. And then going to just go ahead and get the full 15 on this one. Okay, sweetheart. I see you, baby. Full 10x here. I'm actually going to go for a giant luck here. And then I have 32 left. So if I hit my full 25, then that would give me 7 left for shinies. But I think I want to go ahead and at least do 10 on shinies. So let's, and my current mind speed is 0.65. So if I get that to like 1, around 1, then that should leave me about 10. Oh, hey, okay. Thank you, baby. So let's see. I need about, so that's 9.5. So let me, or 9.4. Okay, that's pretty good. So I'm at like 0.99. So almost like a hit a second, which is fine. And then I'll put the rest on shiny. So that's 15 on shiny. That's pretty great. Okay, so that's a pretty strong shiny lab. Jesus Christ. So let's see right now. We are at 1 in 11. Let's activate it and see what happens. See what happens. Wow, we went to 1 in 9.6. So that's pretty extraordinary. Okay, so let's just keep it up like that overnight. And we'll see what happens. I think that I'm going to go ahead and start at my lowest. And just start trying to fill in some blanks, because why not? So again, when I'm focusing on my stone grind, I'll go back to my mythical egg. But let's see. Right now I'm almost at 500 trillion. So I'm okay to try to go ahead and just hit all the levers, because then I can get to 500 trillion strike. And I have enough where I have 4 quintillion, so that's plenty to let that run overnight. So I have all my levers pulled. So hopefully I can start maxing out my shiny giant eggs. I'm not going to use any ingots or anything, of course. I don't really want to do that. Let's see if we get any right away. We'll see. So I need so many. I need so many. So I'm fine to let this run. Oh my God. What are you doing? She has, I shit you not, she has a rolling pin. A rolling pin. How did that even get? Hey. My 6-year-old was probably using it with her slime. So, all right. I think that's my cue. So we're just going to let this roll overnight. I'm good. In fact, I'll, day, honey. Day, honey bunny. I normally let my clicker stay on here, but what I can do is let my clicker stay on. Hopefully we can get one so we can see it, where to put it, and then I can let this go all night. So we can do like a speed run kind of a situation or whatever. All right, so we're gonna leave it there and get this baby to bed. Get him. Okay, yeah. So with that, let me go ahead and drop me. Hi. Okay, yay, I got a giant porcupine, but it's not It is not shiny. What's up? What's up? Bless you, darling. Okay, so let me switch my screen out. All right, we're back. And it's been all night. So I'm going to see what shinies we got. And if that was helpful at all to have Prismatic Shine after 40 million stone hike there. So let's go back in. Well, I got a lab point. That's awesome. You always want those. So let's see what we got. All right, I got 150,000 shiny score in 3 hours. Yoink, we'll take it. So now I got to get 200,000. But that's fine because I think for the rest of 2x, I'm just going to, again, try to mine stones and let the rest of it go towards building my gold so I can increase my shiny luck. So let's stop here. And let's see where we are for shiny luck, first of all. Now, we were at 4 quintillion last night, so it only took 1 quintillion of that little excess that we needed to mine all night, which is great. That's good to know. So I need 610 quadrillion to move up to the next 4.61. And so that means I need about 6 quintillion. Probably like 6.5 quintillion to get to 4.7. So yeah, we'll just let that one ride. All right. Let me go ahead and get my metallic push so I can get some ingots, hopefully. It's only 15 minutes. I really need to do those new passes. So there's a couple of new things. We'll talk about that later. So I would put my lab point on more shiny luck. And let's see the damage. All right, so last night, let me pull up our 49.55 giant score and 155 shiny giant score. 49.55. Okay, so we got 41 giants and only four shiny giants. So 4 out of 41, that's about 10%. Yeah. So that's not bad. That's exactly where we were at about 1 in 9.5. So that tracks. It's not what I would have hoped for, but yeah, that tracks. So we still need to work on getting all the money so we can increase our shiny score. But so far I'm pleased with how that went. It's crazy that we have every single lever pulled. And that's kind of the best we could get was four shinies. And we're in 2x, so I'm not going to be able to do that for forever. But let me go ahead and click my shiny 15 minutes and we'll run it again just to see how that goes while we're still on a shiny lab. So with that pulled, we should have 1 in 4. This is the kind of stuff that makes me want to invest a little bit, like put $5 towards it or whatever. But we'll just be patient. We've been patient for like a year, so we'll just stay patient. Okay, so that's 15 minutes and we got 1 more giant and 1 more shiny, so that worked out pretty good. All right, we're going to switch to a stone lab and hit those mythicals for a bit just so I can hopefully get another 2 million. And the next goal is going to be to really just bump up this cart first, because this will help me with some stones, and then I'll worry about questing for the rest of my giant luck. Only need about 20 sets of runes to get to the final wall here. So 950, so I'm gonna need about 19,500 or 19,500. So that'll be a slog, but we'll get that done. And that's it for my Prismatic Shine. Very happy with how this is going. Thank you.